I'm a loser and that's okay. It's been 5 months since I graduated high school, so I think it's safe to do a quick reflection of it. I know I realized this a little too late, but maybe it's also on the right track of realization. I feel like maybe I should have realized this sooner, but maybe I'm also on this like the same track of realization as a lot of people. Everybody kind of lives their lives differently, and maybe that's such a freaking lukewarm take because I feel like that's common sense. Like everybody has a different life. However, I didn't really take into account like it also plays into your personality, like who you are, just so on and so forth. I already knew that I wasn't really much of a party person, also not much of a people person either. I don't really like meeting new people, and I don't really like being at parties. But then why did I assume last year, oh yeah, when I go to college, I'm gonna be a party person, blah blah. You can't change what's already been set in stone. Does that make sense? You can argue, oh, well, you know, you're a completely different person than you were in high school compared to your college self. I feel like for me, the thing that's changed the most is just my way of thinking. Maybe it's because I'm alone all the time. I don't really have friends. Actually, scratch that. I have no friends. I have no friends. I haven't made a new friend since college started, and that's fine. I hope to make a friend or two by the time I graduate college, but if that doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. I guess I'll work in like a grocery store, make friends with my older colleagues, and the function that I'll finally attend will be Gladys's 52nd birthday. And that's okay. I'm complaining that I don't have like any new friends, but truth be told, I'm actually okay. Like I don't like having a lot of friends anyways. But I feel like in the future, like I have to think about the future, like I need to have a lot of friends or have a lot of people that I know. But wow, people are so exhausting. I'm only 18. Life lesson of the day is you can only trust yourself. And low-key, half the time, okay, scratch that. 3/4 of the time, even I'm annoyed with myself. Because at the end of the day, what matters to me the most isn't what everybody else is doing. What matters to me the most is what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe it's just a personal thing, but since college started, this is probably one of like the loneliest I've felt. But it's not the loneliest I've ever been, you know? Looking back on high school, I hated that shit. Oh my god. Okay, I hated high school so much. And I've never been so happy to have graduated because my little brother is in high school too. He's a year younger than me. And after I got into college, I realized, wow, high school is so draining. Not only that, you spend 12 years of your life under a fixed schedule. Every hour and a half, ding, 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 ding. You get time lunch breaks. What? You get what, 4 minutes? Between 4 and 7 minutes to get to your class? But then my class is like on one side of the building and the other side of the school. How am I gonna take freaking 6 minutes to get there? Hold on. The best thing about college is that everyone tells you this and everybody already knows it. You're on your own now. But the best news about college is you're on your own now. In high school, I never thought of myself as somebody who could be independent because I always had my best friend right by my side. We go to different schools now. I don't see her. I haven't seen her. Well, I did see her like 2 weeks ago for Halloween, but realistically, before that, I hadn't seen her for like a month and a half. I don't see my friends as often anymore. So we call, it's not every day. I don't get to see them on a daily basis. That's what sucks the most about being out of high school. But besides that, life after high school, it does get better if you don't like high school. If you do like high school and you feel like, wow, this is my place of belonging, maybe you'll go the party route in college. Maybe you'll be also on the same track as you were in high school. It differs for everybody because that's just life. On a personal standpoint, I'm learning to be okay with being by myself. I'm learning to be okay with the only voice I get to hear is the one in here and here. Is that the only one? The two? 1, 2. The best thing about college for me is that even though I do feel lonely, it's very fleeting. I don't feel lonely constantly. It's very much just in small increments of time, whereas in high school, I felt lonely all the time. You're surrounded by so many people in high school, but for me, on a personal standpoint, I felt lonely no matter who was around me, no matter how many people were around me, and no matter where I was. But in college, it's very much just small increments. I don't have people around me anymore, but there's some sort of security in knowing that you can really only depend on yourself. That makes you feel a lot more secure with yourself. I'm a freaking loser and it's okay, but to be fair, after college you realize everybody here's a loser. Everybody here's a little weird. There's so many flavors in the world. There's so many flavors in the world. So why be vanilla? Well, maybe it was just me in high school. I couldn't express myself in the way I wanted to. In high school, I was really obsessed with theater, but a lot of my friends kind of told me, don't do that. People in theater are kind of weird. As I'm editing this right now, I feel like I need to add in, I'm not blaming my friends or family for advising me to steer away from theater. Truth be told, they actually protected me because the theater at my high school is actually the freaking worst. TMI, but also much very needed eye. The teacher at my school, the theater teacher, he was arrested. And I'm not gonna go into what for, but you can assume that it has to do with the kids. That, and I wouldn't have met the people in my life, like my very best friends, if I were a theater kid. So truth be told, like, they saved me. I just wanted to add that in because I don't want to sound like I'm mad. I'm actually really grateful I didn't join theater in high school because I would have come out just the worst. Yeah. I joined an acting class required by my GE for next semester. We'll see how that goes. Maybe that'll be in the next couple of videos. But until then, keep doing you. I thought I lost that theater spark in me in high school. Girl, I watched Wicked 4 times. I watched the Hamilton movie 2 times. I freaking love Six the Musical soundtrack. Be weird. Who cares? And truth be told, if you're that concerned with the way other people think of you, I assure you, people are more concerned with themselves than they are of you. And if they're that concerned with what you do when you haven't done anything to them, or if it's just a weird kind of obsession with you, that's also weird of them to do anyways. So regardless, everybody's freaking weird. Just do what you want to do. If you feel you don't belong, that's perfectly normal. Because at the end of the day, you're a loser, I'm a loser, we're all losers. Everybody feels that they never belong. Everybody, the way that you feel about yourself or the way that you feel that the world around you interacts with you, everybody can kind of relate on a personal note. This wasn't supposed to be an inspirational type of video. I just wanted to make a video about me being a freaking loser. And I kind of wanted to complain online, but then I low-key realized halfway, like, wow, I would be such a Debbie Downer, such a negative Nancy if I just rapidly complained about, oh, I have no friends. I don't really want friends. And if I make a friend, that's my friend. But I'm not gonna complain. Life's a blessing. Pray on that. Yeah. All right, bye.